Hello everyone, FedEx Gaming here. Welcome back to another Redstone tutorial. In this video, I'll be showing you how to build an anvil, death trap, or just a trap to hurt or scare your friends. Now, the fun thing is I've never done an anvil trap on my channel, and I haven't done a trap on my channel in quite a long time. So right now I have the trap turned off, so I can walk right through this door and nothing will happen. As you can see, nothing happened to me. I didn't get killed by an anvil or anything like that. But now if we come over here, turn on the anvil trap. Now I put a redstone lamp right here just to indicate that the trap is on and off. So when the light's on, that means the trap is off. However, if I come over here and let me go ahead and just activate the trap real quick, once the lamp is off, that means the trap is activated. Now I have no armor on, so right now I'm gonna go walk through here. The doors are gonna shut real quickly, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get smashed by that anvil up there. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk through, boom, it closes, and oh, I am killed by this anvil. Now, of course, if you're wearing armor such as diamond armor, iron armor, you're not going to die right away. Now you can actually put on more anvils up there. You can put enough anvils up there to kill someone that is wearing diamond armor. But as you can see, also the items are disappearing. Now hopefully you don't have your trap set really closely to the spawn so people can go get their items back. But as you can see, the items are completely gone. With this trap comes a collection bay, so you can actually collect the person you just killed's items. You can take all their items from them. So here's actually all the items that I have to use to build this trap. So now I'm gonna go ahead and show you can add a few more anvils to this thing to kill someone with diamond armor. I don't know how many anvils you actually need to kill someone in diamond armor. I just chucked up a bunch up there. Hopefully 13 will kill me. If it doesn't, then man, you need a lot of anvils to kill someone with diamond armor, because if you didn't know, when the anvils smash you, they actually have to go through every single part of your armor. The armor actually will get destroyed by the anvil until it reaches your character. So we're gonna go ahead and walk through. Now I'm on the other side. If you notice, the lamp is not on this side. I'm on the opposite hand side, just to show you that it works from both ways. So I can actually try to run through this too. I'm gonna go ahead and try to run through it, and oh, I see I get trapped, and boom, 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 boom. Do I get killed? And yep, I actually didn't need that many anvils. A few more anvils fell on me. I might only need about 10, but as you can see, I just got destroyed with diamond armor on. And of course, if I wanted to, I could come down here if I'm the person who set up the trap and collect my friend's item. Now you don't need to set up your anvil trap this way. You can set it up however you'd like it. The only reason why I set it up with the 2 sliding doors is just because of the soul sand in the middle. Because if you did not know, anvils can't fall down on top of soul sand. If you even go, like, I think it's even just 1 block above it, you place an anvil and falls on it, as you can see, the soul sand will break the anvil. Now I like this idea is because once the anvil drops down, you could put a hopper underneath it, collect the anvil, and collect all the items from the person that just died. And that's why this whole collection bay right down here even works, is because I'm using the soul sand to stop the anvil from sitting on top of the block. Because if your anvil's just stuck like this, then no more anvils can fall down and break. So then we could just have a line of anvils fall down on someone, break, go into your collection bay, and collect the anvils as well. And now another reason why I didn't get this video up a lot sooner is because I was actually trying to build a bunch of different anvil traps. And actually I want to show you guys this one over here. If you want me to build this one, let me know. But I'm gonna go ahead and just show you this one real quickly, and then we'll jump into this one's tutorial. Now, just like the other anvil trap, as long as the light's on, that means we are safe to do this. So all it is a launch pad. It'll launch me up into a Jeb door up there, into a nice room. So if I go like this, boop, it'll launch me up. I can walk into my Jeb door, and then it'll close up behind me. And then when I click this button, it will reopen the door. I like to just stand right here, and it'll push me out, boop, like that. And then I could go on my merry little way. However, if I come right over here to this block, I use the stair trick, so I can look through my staircase right here, and then I can go ahead and turn off that lever. So as you can see, I can see through my block right here. Just left click, the light will go off, and now the trap is set. So when I walk onto this to go up to my secret room, nothing will happen, and an anvil will smack me in the head and kill me. So I mean, if you guys want me to build that one, I can, but today's tutorial is off of this anvil trap right here. All right, guys, so for this build, you're going to need a 7x5 spacing, and you're also gonna have to dig down too. Now that red stained clay block on both ends, that's where our pressure plates are gonna be going. So that's exactly where your wall should be on both sides. Now the resources you're going to need for this build are 7 sticky pistons, 3 normal pistons, 1 hopper, 4 redstone repeaters, 5 redstone torches, 18 redstone dust, 2 pressure plates, 1 lever, at least 1 anvil. If you feel like someone's gonna be going through it with armor, then I would say up to at least 10 anvils. That should kill them if they have diamond armor on. We're also going to need 1 minecart with a hopper, 1 chest, 1 soul sand, any carpet of your choosing. I'm going to be using black carpet, and 1 rail. So once you have your 7x5 spacing, gathered up all your resources, come to the bottom left hand corner, and we're going to count over 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place a piece of redstone dust here on top of this red stained clay block. Place a block of choice on top of that. You will be able to see it with a pressure plate on top of it. So once you hit your pressure plate, that redstone below should come on. Next up, we're going to come out a piece of redstone to the right hand side like this. And then we're going to come up 1 like that, and we're going to do the same thing on this side but opposite. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, just like that. Place our block of choice here, with our pressure plate here, and they should both line up between this block. So we're going to be hooking up the door first. So now what we're going to do is actually dig down a block right here, and then we're going to place a piece of redstone right here, and then we're going to dig 2 more blocks that way. 1, 2, place 2 pieces of redstone here, dig out 1 more block, and then place in a repeater right here on 1 tick delay. Next up, we're going to place a piece of redstone up right here on top of this block, and then place a block right next to our redstone above our 1 tick delay repeater. So when I hit this, everything should activate. Next up, we're going to place a redstone torch right on top of this block, a block on top of the redstone torch, and a piece of redstone dust on top of that block. Next up, take out your sticky pistons, and we're going to place 2 sticky pistons right here. 1, 2, they should both extend out, and do the same thing on this side. 1, 2, both extend out, and now we can go ahead and place our glass blocks in front of them, and that should be our entire door. So when I click this, boom, our door opens up, and then boom, our door closes. So there we go, perfect. Next up, we're going to place in our collection chest. This is when the anvil falls, hits us, and we die. It will collect all the items from the person that has just died. So right here off of this redstone, we're going to place in our chest like that. And then we're going to place a hopper going into the chest by going into sneak mode. If you did not know, if you go into crouch mode or sneak mode, whatever you want to call it, you could place hoppers off of items that you would normally go into. Next up, we're going to place in our minecart with a hopper. So come a block up above this hopper by going into sneak mode, place in a block, place a rail on top of the block, place your minecart with a hopper on top of the rail, and then go ahead and just break this block, and the minecart with the hopper should fall right on top of there. You can grab your rail if you want to, but do not touch this. Next up, we are going to take out our soul sand block, and we're also going to need a normal piston for this. Place a soul sand block right above your minecart with a hopper, place a piston facing downwards into that soul sand block, and now we have to send power to this. So I'm going to go ahead and just place a redstone torch next to it, and it will push your soul sand block right into that minecart with a hopper. Next up, you can go ahead and just take out your carpet and place your carpet right above it so you can no longer see it. Now, you don't need to use it. You don't need to use a soul sand block. However, if you have the regular block there, if the anvil falls on it, the anvil will not break. That's why I like using that soul sand block. Now we can go ahead and take out our blocks of choice and place 2 more like that, so it looks like nothing is there. And we can also come over here behind it and place 2 more blocks like this, so when it opens up the glass, you can't see anything underneath the glass. See how we can't see anything underneath the glass right there? Perfect. That is what we want. Now we're going to hook in our anvil trap. So we're going to swing back over here to this side where our door is. Do not click the pressure plates, because once this is in place, we don't want to touch anything. And we're going to come up a block right here next to that redstone dust with a torch on top of the block. And then we're going to come up another block on top of the torch, place another torch on top of the block, another block on top of the torch, and then place yet again another torch on top of the block. And we should have 3 torches going up in a nice torch ladder. Next up, place another block above your off torch, another block up to the right hand side of it with 2 pieces of redstone on top of this. 1, 2. Place a block up in front of your redstone with a normal piston facing inwards like this, a block in front of your piston with an anvil on top of it, and that's going to be our anvil trap. Now you can go ahead and test it out if you want to. Once the anvil hits that soul sand, it should break and go right into your collection bay, so we can go boop. And as you see, the anvil, once we go through, the anvil will come down. Don't worry, we'll have a turn off switch for everything. Right now it's just, I'm just testing it out. So as you see, the anvil fell, hit that, and then it went right into our collection bay right down here. So let's go ahead and set this back up, so now we know that our anvil is working just fine. Next up, we're going to set up the second portion of our anvil trap. That's so when this opens up, it automatically closes and the anvil falls on top of our head. So I'm going to come right over here to where this redstone dust is, and we're going to place a piston 1 block away from it with a block in front. Actually, let me go ahead and get a different color out, because this is a different circuit. So I'm going to go ahead and just use green. Let's go like that. So what's going to happen is when this activates, this piston is going to push the block above this redstone, cutting off the power and closing everything off right away. That's why the doors close right away. Next up, coming out of this redstone right here, we're going to place a repeater going this way on 2 ticks delay. Do the same thing on this side. Place a repeater on 2 ticks delay. Place a block in front of them, and then place redstone dust right next to him. So now if we activate it, the door should open up and close right away, and this should open up and close right away, letting the anvil fall on top of red. So we're going to go ahead and test it out again. So boop, opens, closes right away, and the anvil falls on top of our head. So everything is working fantastically. Now all we have to do is just set it up so we can actually turn off our anvil trap if we don't want it to kill us. I'm just going to go ahead and put a green block here. Boop. Now, actually, before we add in the turn off switch, I almost forgot about this. Right off of this redstone torch, we're going to be placing a sticky piston inwards with a block of choice in front of it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use a sea lantern for this. That's what gives off the light in the middle of the build, and we need it to retract backwards for when the anvil drops on top of our head. So now we're going to go ahead and set it in the off switch. That's just so when you walk in, people don't notice a hole in top of your ceiling right here. So now we're going to go ahead and add in the turn off switch. So we're going to take out our sticky pistons once again. So to set in your off switch, we're going to come right over here to where our sticky piston is. We're going to come up 1 more block and place a sticky piston downwards off of this block right here. And then we're going to place a block right on top of it. Next up, place a redstone torch on top of the block. And then coming off of this redstone torch, we're going to place in a normal piston facing inwards right here like this. And then we're going to place in our block of choice that we have right here, right next to it as well. Next up, we're going to take up another block right here. And then we're going to come down a block. And now all you have to do is just bring the power from this redstone torch over to this redstone torch right here. So what I like to do is right next to this on torch, place 2 blocks, 1, and then we come down 1, 2, and then we just bring the line going all the way down over to here. Next up, just take out your redstone, place it here, and bring it all the way down until you reach right over here. And then we're going to place in a repeater going into this block on 1 tick delay with another piece of redstone on top of this block, and that will keep it shut off. So if I go right here, as you can see, the anvil won't kill us, but we do have to actually grab that piston right there. So just take out your lever now, place your lever off the side of this block, flip it down, and then go ahead and flip it up, and now it is completely off. So now if I hit this, as you can see, it will open up the doors normally, and the anvil will not fall. Nothing will happen to me, and as you can see, there's blocks right above us. So now you are completely done. All you have to do is just clean up the area. So we're just going to place our blocks of choice here. I'm just going to use quartz. I'm going to place our blocks of choice right along in this area like that. Bring it up right here so we can't see any of this redstone whatsoever. And then we're going to bring it up right along this as well like that so we can't see any of the pistons on that side. And then just bring it out right here. There we go. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side as well. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then do the same thing on this side right over here. Just clean it up so you can't see any of that redstone whatsoever. Come out 1 more block right here and place in your blocks. And then of course you can just set it up to get to your lever and have a way to set it up so you can get back up there and add in more anvils if you have to. But we're going to go ahead and just go like that and go like that. And there we have it. And that is the entire thing. So right now it is shut off, so I can go ahead and walk through the door normally like nothing is there. However, if I do turn it on, I'm going to go ahead and quickly change it to survival. You can see that it will work. All right, guys, and I'm back on survival, so let's go ahead and die by this anvil. So walk in, the door closes, anvil, boom, and I am dead. So there you guys have it. That is how you build an anvil death trap. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave it a like and subscribe. Stay tuned with my newest videos. And if you want me to do the other trap that I showed at the beginning, please let me know in the comments section below. All right, guys, boop, peace.